Minimize to make sure our FPS stays nice and good, and it looks as though we're all set to go. So guys, cool. Sorry, I really hate having an expert minimize. I'm gonna have to find a way to sort it out because I don't know why it is. I wonder if you can turn the video preview off. Anyway, in the bottom right hand corner of the map, he just took down 4GG in what was a very well played PvT. You know, he took losses early on, but he never really worried. He was fairly greedy, you know, won gate for a very long time, building up his upgrades, really just getting himself into a game where he was just defending and taking advantage of very fast third nexus. And in the end, he had more than enough to take down his opponent. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Naniwa. This match is completely live, fearsome Grand. As live as it can be. The game's alive, the casting is live. Nothing has ever been liver or livelier. In the upper left hand corner from Millenium, we have our red Protoss player, ladies and gentlemen, Lilbow. I'm so used to introducing Lilbow as being a player from Team Baguette, of course, as you know, part of the players for Baguette in the SC2ITL. We'll actually be seeing him probably playing tomorrow. 3 PM CEST, I believe, is our semi-final. Baguette versus Dignitas Dead Pixels. I just got confirmation of that about an hour before we went live here today, so we'll be getting that set up on the Team Liquid calendar and all over the place in the next, well, after we are done here tonight. It's kind of a shame that all of the Cascade Clan League matches of each, you know, it's kind of weird, because, like, the Cascade Clan League, all the matches take place at the exact same time, every 4 or 5 days or so, unless teams agree to kind of change them. So it's kind of a shame because we can only really cast like one match from each round, unless we kind of grab the replays or so. So that's something I'm going to be trying to look into to, you know, try and you know, get us a bit of you know, to try and bring us a few more matches, especially with the SC2ITL going to be in a little bit of a down period while we get set up for Season 5. So it'd be nice to cast a few more of these matches. I mean, there's a lot of great matches taking place each week, and while there's a lot of streams to cover all of them, it's still a few matches which are not being covered, and even some of them not being covered in English. So it would be nice to bring them, even if they are from replays. Just nice to add a little extra something to the casting. Scouts on the way across the map for both players now, approaching the mineral lines, and Lilbow apparently sees what he needs to see and begins to head away, and Naniwa is going to see if he can stick around a little longer here with this probe. He's a little bit, if he can out-dodge this mothership core, he might be able to scout that Twilight Council, but I'm not sure if he will. He's trying to get the shields on the probe to keep it alive as long as possible, but doesn't quite manage it. And that Twilight Council for now goes unscouted here for Lilbow. Stargate on the way up then from Naniwa, and of course Naniwa well known for not really liking the PvP matchup all too much. We see a probe coming to the top right here from Lilbow, and I wonder if this is going to be a proxy Dark Shrine. I mean, no, the Pound's a little bit late to put down Dark Shrine straight away, so yeah, it's just going to be Blinks. Just going to keep this probe alive for a proxy pylon a little bit later in this game. You can see why he's hiding it, because Naniwa, of course, is checking to see if he can find out on the map. Just check to see if a proxy pylon is already put up, but of course it is not. Robo facility on the way here alongside that Stargate, and we'll see where Naniwa is going to take this in the next few moments. Starts to rally that Stargate out, and the Oracle begins in the production tab. Might actually fly over this probe, which would be very nice, especially if we could spot a pylon and start working his way against that to stop that from actually getting up. It'd be really nice to stop this potential aggression from Lilbow, at least slow it down ever so slightly. I mean, it wouldn't really do all too much, but still be kind of nice, as it's a very fast expansion going to be coming in from Naniwa. That Nexus starts to drop here already, and well, this Oracle's going to find this pylon almost immediately right now, and it kind of works two ways. I mean, he sees the pylon, but I mean, it probably works a little bit better for Lilbow. He sees the Oracle now, and because of this, he's going to stay at home with his Stalkers and knows that he has to kind of sit here and defend, so he's just going to be careful for now. Free gateways morph into warp gates. He does want to move across the map sometime soon, because he wants to find a way, most likely, to punish this Nexus coming down from Naniwa. He can't just let this go unpunished, so we'll probably see him move across the map fairly soon. I mean, he could start moving across the map with Stalkers right now. In fact, he is just going to warp in across the map. He drops his floating overcharge, so he is just already going to start warping in across the map with extra Stalkers. He's going to work his way against this Nexus now, so starting to get some damage on against this. An Immortal on the way out from Naniwa, though, and well, there's going to be another few Stalkers warping in here in a couple of moves from Lilbow. Can Naniwa keep this Nexus alive? He can definitely try and buy some time. He's going to move down this ramp now, and with 1 Immortal against 6 Stalkers, I think he should be okay here. I think he should be able to take this on, and in fact, Lilbow is forced to blink away, which means Naniwa will have this Nexus finish, and that gives him the possibility to use the Photon Overcharge down on the low ground, which is so important. Now, what does Lilbow decide to do? For now, it looks as though he's just going to keep committing. No, he's putting a probe down to the natural. So he's wobbling in a couple more Stalkers. He's going to want to try and keep applying the pressure here, but it looks as though he probably will fairly soon try and just take an expansion of his own. He's still trying to kill this right now, as Lilbow's just going to blink micro away with this when fighting against that Nexus cannon, but as the Immortal comes down and the rest of the units from the high ground, he will just back away here. So Naniwa is in a pretty good position. He's got this Oracle on the map still, and well, there's still only a couple of Stalkers here, so he comes in, he grabs another worker. Not the best damage so far, only 2 workers killed, but again, it's keeping a couple of units back at home, it's keeping Lilbow preoccupied, and if he knew there's a probe on the natural, he could go and pick that off as well. As I'm not sure if Lilbow is going to expand here. I mean, he's sending a couple more Stalkers across the map. He's continued to warp in. There's 2 Immortals out for Naniwa right now with a 3rd one on the way, but Lilbow's just going to blink right in here, and he's going to try and take this fight, but the Zealots doing a pretty good job now that the 2nd Immortal goes down, but another Immortal comes in from that high ground, and Naniwa survives a little while longer, and as the longer he survives, I mean, there's another Photon Overcharge available now, which means he's going to have time to at least get 1 more Immortal out here before he really has to fight this straight up, and you can see Lilbow just has to blink away, and again, is it worth him sticking around right now? This Oracle is going to move back in towards the main. There is only going to be Photon Overcharge to defend this, so again, should at least pick off a couple of workers here. That's exactly what's going on. Lilbow is getting ready to go into the main base though, and there we go, blinks up. How much damage can he get done here? Not too much. Naniwa is very quick to respond, and he's already up here in this main base looking to defend. Hasn't really lost anything either. Lilbow not finding a way to do damage. He actually blinks forwards here though. He's going to take the engagement. The Immortals do go down pretty quickly, but Lilbow takes a lot of damage in the process. He's going to move down to the low ground now. He's actually going to run into a Photon cannon all the time, but he is slowly working his way against this, trying to make it work. 1 Stalker still remains in the main base for him. Actually slides down that Oracle there. Naniwa with another Immortal popping out though, so I mean, again, he looks as though he's kind of safe once more. It looks as though he just kind of has enough. There is Blink Micro available for Lilbow, but he's being pushed away, so not able to get anything done. And again, no Nexus for him back at home still. 24 workers, 22 in favour of Naniwa, and with another Immortal about to pop out, what does Lilbow do next? He's coming back in for another engagement here. Blinks forward, he's going to get this Immortal very quickly, and that is kind of the one issue for Naniwa. But now, of course, he doesn't have defensive blinks, and as another Immortal comes in, Lilbow is going to start losing these Stalkers, and Naniwa is going to hold on once more. Excuse me, Naniwa holds on once more. Lilbow push back again. Another couple of Stalkers being warped in. He has to make something happen soon because there's another Photon Overcharge available in a few moments' time with another. Oh, Naniwa, a big move command there. That's not what he needs right now. He needs just a little while longer for 1 more Photon Overcharge. There's Immortal being pulled back here. This group of Stalkers, what they're going to do, there's 5 energy remaining to get a Photon Overcharge up. That Photon Overcharge would be huge right now, especially with how low the Stalker count is right now for Lilbow. He's even pulled his Mothership Core across the map. That's how desperate this situation is for him. It's all or nothing right now. Photon Overcharge popped though, and that just buys him the time, but he can go into the main base. 2 Immortals out though. Naniwa, he's going to be in position, of course, blinking into that main base. No defensive blinks available. Lilbow's backed into a corner here. He's bought the time to get those blinks available to him, but oh, he missed blinks and loses a Stalker because of it. And he has to blink away, and it's a far way towards the natural of Naniwa now. As Naniwa, 2 Immortals out, a 3rd about to join the party. And at this point, it kind of looks a little bit impossible for Lilbow to really make this work. He doesn't have that critical mass of Stalkers. If he blinks into these Immortals, there's Zealots to help out, and I'm not sure if he can do this. Another Immortal on the way for Naniwa. He sits 10 supply up here in this game for another shot, starting to work his way against this. And again, the Immortals are just going to rip through these Stalkers, especially with the Guardian Shield there to help protect them. And, well, I mean, if he could get rid of that Mothership Core, that'd be nice. But it doesn't matter. Lilbow's just going to GG out, and Naniwa is on a roll. 2-0. The scoreline for property right now in this best of 7. Naniwa is killing it.